Hey there, it's Sensei Victoria Whitfield here, your business Reiki master, and it's my joy to help empathic entrepreneurs like you get and stay grounded and clear in mind, body, and business. Welcome back to another installment of your weekly love letter from the dojo at naturalintuition.com and my blog, victoriawhitfield.com. These are your sources for channeled holistic stress management techniques and guidance for developing your natural intuition so that you are glowing as you grow in life and business. Whether you're looking to improve the quality of your personal or professional life, let this love letter be your reminder that you are not alone and that together we can make that happen. So we are currently on week 4 of 5 in our exploration of vulnerability, right? Embracing the power of being vulnerable and opening up, perhaps for the first time, right? Or perhaps yet again, after deep disappointment, opening up and opening to receive more of the gifts that life has for us. If this is the first video that you're seeing in the series, make sure you hit pause, go back on my blog at victoriawhitfield.com and start from part 1 so that you are grounded in this process. You deserve to start from the ground and work your way up so that you have a stable foundation in your transformation, right? Supporting you. Without further ado, this week in particular, my spirit guides have us talking about vulnerability and honoring that for us specifically as empaths. And this is so perfect because right before I hit record on this love letter for you, I just had a session with another one of my clients who she is opening up to having and respecting and honoring her feelings, her own authentic feelings, for the first time in many, many years, right? She's finally detoxing off of medications that have suppressed her feelings. And she's opening up to having them and being someone who's okay with having feelings, positive and negative feelings. And she's highly empathic, right? So as a natural born empath myself, right? And for those of you who are watching, who are also empaths, you understand that having your own feelings, whether they may be great or not so great, like we discussed in previous weeks before, right? Being negatively vulnerable. Having your own feelings is a complex process because if this is the first time that you're hearing about what is an empath, by the way, an empath is different than somebody who is being empathetic or has empathy for others, right? Having empathy is a choice. You decide to imagine what it's like to walk in somebody else's shoes. And that is something that you do intentionally to have compassion, to be loving, respectful, and supportive of your community and brotherhood and sisterhood of life all around you. And it's awesome. And it's a choice. Being empathic is not a choice. Whether you want to or not, you are an emotional sponge. You absorb the physical and the emotional feelings of others around you. So be kind to yourself if that's been your life experience, where you have the hardest time seeing the difference between your own feelings and that of others. So we're taking this concept of being an empath and stepping it one level deeper in being an empath and being vulnerable and in an empowered way, right? Because empaths are already vulnerable. We are on attack, as Merriam-Webster's dictionary would define being vulnerable, open to wound or attack. We're already wide open to other people's feelings, right? We keep absorbing them, whether they're physical emotions, their physical feelings or their emotional feelings. We're already absorbing, and open to those feelings. So oftentimes when you're dealing with being an empath, what happens is you shut down, you clam shut, and you have 6 ways from Sunday how to shut down. If you're doing it in unhealthy ways, such as by, that glass of wine at the end of the day, or that entire bag of chips while no one's watching, right? Or if it's that cigarette break, to all the things that you do to suppress and self-medicate, meaning self-protect and self-insulate, right, against other people's feelings and all of the energy that you're so already vulnerable to, right? There's so many things. On top of that, we also, as empath entrepreneurs, we will stack on, or empathic professionals will stack on so many things to do that it crowds out all of the feelings, right? We become workaholics because at least when we're working, we don't have to feel. Sound familiar? Be kind to yourself if this does, right? This one's for you. By the way, make sure you tag a friend, right, or a loved one. Share this with your list if they need to hear this message, and honor the fact that when we're being empathic, more often than not, if we don't open up this conscious conversation around vulnerability, more often than not, we can get lost and overwhelmed and overcome by our empathic sense, rather than leveraging it as a superpower, right? We spoke about that in the previous Love Letters series, about how being an empath is your superpower. And when you come to accept that, you also are invited to, on your spiritual path, on your personal development path, to dip your toe into vulnerability, positive vulnerability, being able to open up and receive. Not in a victimized receiving sense, but instead in a empowered and victorious and wonderful communicative way, opening up to receiving more. Could be that as an empath, all right, I can learn how to turn up my sensitivity when I want to hear and communicate and understand more, but also turn it down when I need to hear myself and communicate with myself and understand and clear and ground myself more, right? And when you are ready, it becomes an ebb and flow of being open to receive and then nourishing self, and open to receive and then nourishing self, right? It becomes more of an integrated process, like waves of the ocean that come up and recede, right? Go up shore and then receive back down. What's coming up for you, by the way, as you hear all of this? Do you have, as an empath, a relationship with your feeling where you are comfortable being vulnerable, where you are able to be vulnerable? Or is vulnerability something that you are just right at arm's length with? Keep it away. I don't feel comfortable being vulnerable with my clients as an empath because I'm afraid I'm going to absorb them. I don't feel comfortable being vulnerable with my partner because I'm afraid that I'm going to hurt them. And then if they get hurt, then that means I have to feel their hurt. So I'm already in a state as an empath, I can't handle anybody else's discomfort at this point in time. So I'm just going to stay silent and shut down, or withdrawn, or protected. By the way, that's every empath's favorite word, protection. You put that on anything, they'll buy it. I know. Why? Because that's me. I'm like, oh my God, give me protection spray and protection candles and protection meditations. If you look back at my early love letters from years ago, I've been doing these for 7 years. If you look at that, everything was like a protection and clearing and psychic self-defense meditation. And I love that about me because that's part of the progress. I've been where you are, right? So be kind to yourself if that's where you're at right now. Just noticing. I'm hearing the oracle cards that we've been journeying all night. All night. Hello, it's daytime. Oh my God, it's all month with Healing with the Angels by Doreen Virtue, her very first oracle cards deck. I'm going to go ahead and see what's good. Angels, what do we need to know right now as empaths? Opening to being vulnerable, but in an empowered way. Like, is there anything that you'd like to show us about that? Yes! Couldn't be better. Support. And what I love about the image of support here is that it's the support of your guides, right? Of your angels, of your ancestors, right? And all of our energetic and spiritual, non-physical support, but also the support of the earth and the universe around you. Let's read. What has she got for us? This deck is fabulous, by the way. Such a great deck. So inspiring. What do we got? Support. God and the angels and the ascended masters who love, protect, and guide you are watching over you right now. You are not alone and you are safe. This card reassures you that you are part of an awesome and powerful team of benevolent beings. They surround, guide, and love you constantly. If you are in danger, they will intervene with warnings or life-saving measures. If you are afraid, they will comfort you with the energy of divine love. If you are confused, they will whisper guidance into your ear. By drawing this card, your angels and guides ask you to talk to them more frequently. Have mental conversations with them about everything, and you will soon see evidence of their existence. Soon the angels will enlist you to help other people. If you ever feel doubtful about your ability to help others, ask the angels to help you release these fears. Here's where we'll leave off for this week. As an empath, opening up to empowered vulnerability, you need support in doing this, right? It is absolutely essential. Making sure that you are surrounded by safe people and positive precedents, positive examples of empowered vulnerability, right? Myself included. Like, for me on that path, opening up to being vulnerable in a positive way, I can only have the courage to do it because I've seen it done by others who love, honor, respect, and feel me, and who are happy to share their wisdom and their love and their guidance with me. I've paid for that, and I've also gone out and seek that. I've met people who've done it. There's a million ways to go for it. If you need support around opening up to positive vulnerability, good grief, that is all I do all day, every day in the groups and retreats that I lead. And if you need even deeper support, I also provide private support. Go ahead to victoriawhitfield.com/contact to sign up for your call so that we can talk about that and see how I can help you. All right. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube so that you get these love letters first every single week. And I'll see you in the next and final one in our series. Mwah! May you feel loved and safe at work. Especially, please enjoy the journey. Bye for now.